Hey folks, welcome aboard the Majestic Princess. Today we're going to take you on a full ship tour from stunning ocean views, great eateries, relaxing lounges to fun activities and hidden gems. You won't want to miss it. Let's dive in. Welcome to our ship tour of the Majestic Princess. It also has a Chinese name, which, for good reason, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. I can tell you though that it translates to Golden Age Princess, which apparently means Grand World or Grand Spirit. We were on this ship in October 2025, cruising from Boston to Quebec. We plan on giving you a look around the ship, discussing some of the nuances and finer points that we encounter. Firstly, we will look at some key facts about the ship before going to each of the decks in turn. This will be our second voyage on a Princess cruise ship. We start off on Deck 5 in the Piazza area, a spacious multi-level space that spans several decks and serves as a central gathering and activity place. It's designed to make a statement, with a decor that is pure extravagance, very ostentatious, full of glitz and glamour. Within or adjacent to the piazza are a number of different venues, shops and service areas. With plenty of comfortable seating, it's great for relaxing or just people watching. Visually striking staircases and glass wall panoramic lifts connect the decks and enhance the sense of openness and glamour. You will often find live musicians here, which adds to the overall ambience, but more about that later. The Lotus Spa, a full-service spa and beauty salon offering a wide range of wellness, beauty and relaxation experiences, from soothing massages, facials to beauty services. And it also includes the Enclave, which is the thermal spa area. The space aims to provide a tranquil haven away from the bustle of onboard activities. Most treatments though are a la carte, so you pick and choose what best suits you. On this deck you will find the excursion desk, where you can browse available tours and excursions for each port of call. You can get details about each one and then make or change your bookings. This desk was not well occupied, probably because most of the guests had already made their bookings before the cruise to ensure they got their choices. Also in the same area is the passenger service desk, which was your go-to for general help. This was often very busy, but we found that the queues dispersed really quickly and the staff were very efficient. Sabatini's is an upscale Italian speciality restaurant operating as a trattoria with an additional cover charge, and it serves dinner only by reservation. Guests enjoy a sit-down, waiter-served experience featuring classic Italian cuisine, including handmade pasta, rich sauces, slow-braised meats, and authentic regional flavours, particularly inspired by Tuscany. The restaurant offers a more intimate and refined atmosphere than the buffet or main dining rooms, and combines elegance with a comfortable, welcoming ambience. O'Malley's is a relaxed, Irish-style gastropub, offering a warm and inviting pub atmosphere. Here guests can unwind, enjoy a meal or drink and take in the live entertainment. The menu features classic pub fare such as fish and chips, burgers and other comfort favourites. These are typically at an additional casual dining charge cost. With a broad selection of beers and whiskies, it's a popular social hub for gathering with friends or meeting fellow cruisers. And here we are on Deck 5 at the International Café, where you can get a wide variety of pastries and snacks. Open 24 hours a day, this casual cafe offers a relaxed place to grab food and drinks, with a rotating selection of fresh pastries, sandwiches, salads, breakfast parfaits, soups and desserts, all available at no extra charge as part of your cruise fare. Speciality coffee and teas are also available but these may be charged unless you have a package that includes them. Good Spirits at Sea is a speciality cocktail lounge which was inspired by the Good Spirits TV series. It explored global ingredients and cocktail traditions. The bar offers therefore handcrafted original cocktails in a casual yet stylish lounge setting, making it an ideal spot for a pre-dinner drink or just for socialising with friends. The retail therapy starts on deck 5 with the first of the concession-style retail outlets. Effie is a New York jewellery brand that we find on many of the cruise lines we've been on. On this ship, the main store is on deck 5, but there's also an additional space on deck 7, which we'll come to later. Next door was the visually appealing and nostalgic candy store. Its glass jars and containers create a playful, old-fashioned sweet shop atmosphere. We've not come across this brand before, but here you can grab a packet of sweets, pick and mix, or get some Pringles. Further on, towards the centre of the ship, was a small future cruise sales and reservation area. Finally, on deck 5, there is the Symphony Dining Room, one of the ship's complimentary main restaurants which is included in the cruise fare. This classic waiter-served venue offers multi-course meals with a nightly changing menu, and it offers a wide selection of starters, entrees and desserts. It typically operates under anytime dining, allowing guests to dine at any point within the official dining hours without a fixed seating or assigned table. This provides flexibility to plan around shows and other activities. All main dining restaurants feature exactly the same menu. Well folks, we've made it up to the 6th floor, Fiesta deck. Now this is another key entertainment and activity floor, and there are no cabins. A number of speciality restaurants surround a glitzy atrium, and live bands often perform on the floor below, and you can dance down there as well. The sound filling this floor and the one above, but more about that later. On this floor there are not one but 2 casinos, the VIP and the Grand. Now this is the first of those, the VIP casino, which is smaller and it's focused more on slot machines and has no tables. At the back of this space you will find the Double Down Bar. So we're now in the Double Down Bar and VIP Casino. Now this bar is probably the quietest bar on the ship. Its location means it's a bit out of the way, as long as you avoid the start and finish times for the shows, which are in the theatre in front of this bar. We had the odd drink in here, but it doesn't have the personality of some of the other spaces, and there was a lot less banter with the bar staff. And next door to the Double Down Bar and VIP Casino, there's another casino, the Grand Casino. The Grand Casino is probably about 4 times the size of the VIP, and I believe it mixes both smoking and non-smoking slot machines, as well as tables all in the same space. Now the large glass doors that we came in are there to prevent that smoke wafting out to the wider ship. Most of the games in here seem fairly standard for a cruise ship, but there were a few interesting ones like this roulette game. In front of the Double Down Casino you've actually got the Captain's Arcade, and this seems to be a series of gaming machines plus some chance machines like the Claw. Now we've not seen a space like this on previous ships, so I guess it was influenced by this ship's Chinese roots. It didn't seem to be that busy, maybe a product of the portable gaming that's available these days. Personally I prefer the arcade games from the 80s, so I wasn't sure of its appeal. It's next to the lift and the lower levels of the theatre, and we'll cover the theatre when we do the floor above. And behind me we have Alfredo's, which is an additional charge restaurant at $14.99. For that you can get a variety of different pizzas, together with an optional appetizer and a dessert. This is a lovely casual dining space, and we've heard some good things about the quality of the pizzas. It's just not our particular thing. It's a nice location, and it takes up one side of the atrium. Obviously it's Alfredo's, and also keeping up that Italian flair is Bellini's, which is a cocktail bar and lounge, and this is a new addition this year following the 2020 refit. And here you can get, would you believe it, cocktails, as well as flat, sparkling wine, champagne and other beverages. I guess it makes a great place to go for that before dinner drink. This small art gallery still has the ubiquitous art that cruise ships are all known for, as well as the guess the weight competition that you always seem to get on embarkation day. I guess it's an attempt to try to lure you in and make a purchase. Here we have the Concerto dining room, which is one of the 3 inclusive main dining rooms on Majestic. It served a full service dinner each evening, as well as lunches, and typically there were menus that rotated. Now, all main dining rooms offer the same menu. It was the restaurant we used for dinner throughout our cruise. We were very fortunate to find an area with some excellent staff who we kept going back to. Their banter was excellent, service impeccable, and we often got a few extras, something we thought cruise ships were stopping. And here we are at the Allegro, another inclusive main dining room that's more old school with specified sittings and reservations being required. Now this was the restaurant we used for breakfast if we didn't head to the buffet. We like the way Princess uses musical terms to describe and name its dining rooms on this ship. Symphony, Allegro, Concerto. We guess that's all about invoking a feeling of elegance and tradition. And here we are on the top floor of the atrium. We're now at the Princess Theatre, which is situated on decks 7 and 6, right at the front of the ship. And we're going to start on the top level, deck 7. Now this is the main live performance venue aboard the ship, and it's where guests enjoy big stage shows, music, comedy and more. And we didn't find ourselves coming here that much as we have on other cruises. Now that's probably as the dynamics are a bit different depending upon the friends that you're travelling with. The odd show we did see we enjoyed, and it was all very typical cruising entertainment. As with most cruise ships, there's plenty of opportunities for some retail therapy, and the Majestic Princess is better served than most. There's a good variety of different brands available across 2 floors, 2 decks I should say, and 3 different locations. The merchandise covers the usual suspects: watches, cosmetics, clothes, jewellery, duty-free bottles, cigarettes, souvenirs, as well as new and vintage handbags. Pay-as-you-go casual dining option was transformed during the 2025 refit, and it now specialises in freshly prepared sushi and sashimi and other Japanese style bites. So here we are on the top floor of the atrium, and behind me we've got the catch at Rudy's, which is predominantly a seafood restaurant at an additional charge of $55 per head, so you can get 2 mains if you wanted it for an additional $15. We both love fish, which is very useful if you live by the sea, as we do. So we booked ourselves into Rudy's during this cruise. While it has a great menu, fantastic and very tasty food, it's difficult to recommend. The seats were a little on the hard side and the tables very close together, but we could live with that. The key problem was location. It overlooks the atrium, and for a lot of the time it was very noisy. The Princess Live Café is Majestic's coffee shop. It's also a bar. You could pick up a takeaway or sit in one of the comfy chairs at the tables to one side. Coffee was excellent and we came here for our regular morning fix. And behind me we have Princess Live. Next to the cafe you find the Princess Live. This is an entertainment experience that's found on many of Princess's cruise ships. It's designed to create a lively, interactive TV studio style entertainment space with a really strong emphasis on audience participation, the layout and the visuals reinforcing that vibe. It hosted quizzes, trivia, game shows, talent shows, as well as health and art seminars. Next up we have the Crown Grill Bar, and we must confess we spent a lot of time in here. There was a superb set of staff, the banter was excellent, they worked incredibly hard, and the service was superb. The bar can get very busy though at times, and then miraculously clear a few minutes later. That's probably because it's on one of the main thoroughfares, making it a convenient stopping off point on your way to somewhere else, which is also probably one of its disadvantages. So we're now on deck 7 and we're at the Crown Grill, and we have 2 reservations here during this cruise. Both of us enjoy the Crown Grill, having been on it previously, and looking forward to what we have to eat. This is one of the Speciality restaurants, which is an additional charge. This is an American steakhouse and it offers hand-cut cooked to order steaks and fresh seafood. A reservation is required and you're advised to get in early. With Princess's Premier package now incorporating unlimited specialty restaurants, they've become extremely popular. We love that our Premier package included unlimited digital downloads whilst we were on board, and also 3 8x10 physical prints each, a lovely memento. This is the main pool area. It has a number of casual food counters, as well as the World Fresh Marketplace buffet and a couple of bars. Alfredo's Slice is a new casual poolside pizza counter added during the 2025 refresh. It serves pizza by the slice, as the name would suggest, with made-to-order dough and toppings, quick and casual, and perfect for easy eating at the pool or on the deck without reservations. This small bar is perfect, as the name would suggest, for those lounging around the pool. The Salty Dog food counter is perfect for American-style comfort food, burgers, hot dogs, fries and tacos. Poolside, where you go to relax, soak up the sun, enjoy casual eats and sip your drinks. There's plenty of shade if you need a break from the sun, but the popular spots are found on one of the many lounges that surround the pool. If this is your ideal cruise, then Deck 16 Poolside will be your happy place. The SeaView Bar is one of the 3 bars that you will find on this deck, and is located in the middle, next to the pool and near the marketplace buffet, which makes it very convenient for both. It doesn't seem to get that busy, but there always seems to be a queue. This iconic glass cantilevered walkway extends over the side of the ship. It's about 90 foot above the ground. I'm not sure if it's worth walking on it when you're in port or when the waves are crashing beneath you. Swirls Ice Cream Bar offers soft serve ice cream in classic vanilla and chocolate flavours, with sprinkles I may add. It's included in your fare and conveniently situated near both the pool and the marketplace buffet. So now let's check out one of the popular dining options, the World Fresh Marketplace. This is basically the heart of casual dining on the ship, and it's included in the cruise fare. It serves up tasty grub all day long. This buffet feels bright, open, and depending upon when you come here, very busy. Everything's presented in different food stations located in the centre of the buffet, with table seating around the outside. Light and scenery floods in from the large windows. There's always movement, people grabbing plates, chatting, heading back for seconds. It's got a relaxed cruise energy. One thing to know is that it does get busy during peak times, especially on sea days and right after shows. Seating is always first come, first served, so sometimes you have to do a quick lap or two to find a table. Down the back, we found, was always less busy than at the front. This place doesn't shut down early. You can swing by for snacks or a late night bite, perfect to satisfy any spontaneous cravings. So our final thoughts. We still prefer Cunard's buffet on Queen Anne and the smaller buffet on the Emerald Princess, as both seem to have better quality of food, were less busy. Everyone though is different. Now we've saved the best bar till last. The appropriately named Wakeview Bar, with its fantastic perspective over the back of the ship. A lovely place to visit, whether it's for a sunrise, sunset, or just taking in the ocean views during the day. Looking out the back of any ship is one of our favourite places to take in the panorama. Here you will find plenty of bar stools, lounge chairs, as well as cocktails, beer, wine, mocktails and other soft drinks.
So this is deck 17, and on here you've got the fitness centre, table tennis, there's a undercover pool area and a games room right at the front of the ship.
In the middle of the deck you get fantastic views off to both sides. Loungers and chairs are laid out around, and below this deck is the outdoor pool area. You can see why this deck is known as the Sun Deck, for very good reason. Tucked behind these doors is easily one of the more beautiful and laid-back spots on the ship. This is the Hollywood Conservatory, and it feels like a hidden retreat at sea. On a ship this large, finding somewhere that's peaceful, distinctive and that doesn't cost a lot extra is a rare win. If the open decks are too windy or the air's starting to feel a bit chilly, then this space is perfect escape. The conservatory and pool next door are fully enclosed beneath a huge glass dome. Mock topiaries, whimsical art pieces and a selection of games are scattered around the space. Chairs are spread out in every direction and guests are curled up with books, chatting quietly or simply gazing out at the ocean.
This is really clever, it's made up of lots of little pictures.
So right next to the Hollywood Conservatory is the pool club, and you can easily float between the two. The pool itself is beautiful, with round hot tubs sunk into the corners. It's significantly quieter in here than the outdoor pool, so much easier to actually have a conversation or just relax. We exit the Hollywood Pool Club into the mid-deck area again. Here we are on what we could probably say is the second deck of the Sea Walk. Up here the view is better, less obstructed. However, the level of trepidation probably remains the same, even though you don't have the glass walkway underneath you. Between the fitness centre and the table tennis, there's a lively, playful energy, especially when families are on board. Activities and casual social interaction bring out a sense of fun, connection and joyful movement. The deck invites you to move, stretch and optimise your physical energy, or, in direct contrast, lie down and relax. Both can stimulate feelings of vitality, health and well-being. This gym is tucked away on the starboard side of the ship. Here, large windows along one side immediately catch your eye. Ocean views right from the treadmills and the bikes. Inside, the space is long and bright, filled with a broad range of equipment to suit all levels. There's also a dedicated aerobic studio. At the back of the ship and overlooking the wake is a large smoking area, and that was never very busy.
We're going to go up to deck 18 and have a look there. Deck 18 is segmented, so there's a number of different routes up there, but you can't actually travel all of deck 18 in one go. So we're on deck 18, and this is the middle segment, so it's the one immediately below the funnels. And here we have a pickleball court.
So whilst I was watching what was going on, I was chatting to a fellow spectator, and I learnt that pickleball is a mixture of tennis, badminton and ping pong. It's played with a solid paddle, a plastic ball with holes, on a court that's about half the size of a tennis court. It was gaining popularity as it was very beginner friendly, gave a great workout and was more casual and sociable.
What looks like a walking track, which is what I'm walking on at the moment. However, in order to make a complete circumference of walking deck, you actually have to go through the pickleball court, which is an interesting experience, I would have thought.
All the walkers navigating this deck are properly relieved that pickleball is a much more gentler game than tennis. Here balls travel at a much lower speed, so there's no opportunity for injury as you take your relaxed stroll along the deck. So I've got to go down to deck 17 in order to get to the other segment of deck 18. So I made my way to the bow of the ship and then up some stairs to the second segment of deck 18.
You have what looks like a small sun bathing area, which is currently not in use.
Round the corner in a sheltered area, I could see there were a number of people practicing Tai Chi. That looked really interesting. Less of a strenuous workout.
And so that was the deck 18, and we're now making our way up towards deck 19, which is the greens.
This area looks remarkably out of place against all that ocean blue. This is the greens, the ship's miniature putting course, and it's one of those quirky little spots that turns a simple sea day into something fun and unexpectedly memorable. It's a 9-hole mini golf style putting course surrounded by sea views in every direction.
So deck 19, in the middle is the greens, and that is a putting green, and there seemed to be quite a few people enjoying themselves up there when I went. Very small, but obviously serves a purpose for you to keep your hand in if golf's your thing.
That wraps up our ship tour of the Majestic Princess.